So writing music for all of Pigeon Simulator was a blast, but one of the most unexpectedly fun parts was creating a dynamic music system for walking and flying. It's super common for games that involve flying to have a dynamic layer that they fade in or out as you take off. And another common practice is using just two different pieces of music. Here's one for walking environments, and here's one for flying environments. But in Pigeon Simulator, players need to take off and land very frequently, and either of those approaches would leave the music feeling disjointed or abrasive. The music system I built combines dynamic layering with unique arrangements for flying and for walking. So walking is given its own bass loop, broken into 8 phrases, and each phrase has a corresponding flying version, which is the same material but written for orchestra. At the end of each phrase, our middleware Wise will check to see if the player has taken off, and if so, we get the flying version of the next phrase. Now, more often than not, a player is going to take off in the middle of a phrase, and that's where the dynamic layer comes in. As soon as they leave the ground, we get a layer of woodwinds complementing the walking loop until we hit that full orchestra on the next phrase. So here's what that looks like in context. As players continue to fly, more orchestral layers enter, lending a majestic feeling to staying airborne for a minute or more. The same is true in reverse. After a player lands, the music will switch over to the walking version of the next phrase. This approach is both cinematic and non-invasive, so it feels great for longer periods of gameplay, even though that gameplay is really dynamic moment to moment. The team was so happy with this end result, and I am still excited by the idea of building out this system with new music for each environment. Are you thinking about using a system like this for your game? Let me know in the comments, wherever those are, and we can dig into it.